Hung Like Jesus, calling from Skype. You're on Free Talk Live.
Hey, Ian, and
Hey.
the rest of you.
Hey there.
Hey, I was just reading here just now that GoFundMe has set up an account, or someone set up an account on GoFundMe for the cop that killed Michael Brown in Ferguson, and they've raised
How much?
it's $225,000 now,
Wow.
and I'm pretty sure it'll be more than that before the weekend is done.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and and I was sitting back and I was wondering what that meant. That people come together and give someone this kind of money for absolutely, well, I don't find a reason in it. And to me, it says that this country that has continued to mean black people not any good whatsoever, I don't see. It will continue to victimize us and then spit on us if we complain about being victimized, is what it says to me. And I was just wondering, where's that come from? And I would have to ask a white person, where does that come from? And I'm pretty sure you'd probably be the wrong one to ask that.
Are you asking me where the support for this cop comes from?
No, I'm asking where the attitude comes from, that he deserves this kind of money for doing what he did. He was judged during execution of this person in the middle of the street. And people don't see that. All they see is that black people are just complaining again about being victims. So, we need to go ahead and give him all this money because he deserves it for some reason.
Okay, so we can all speculate, and I'd love to hear, Ellen and Daryl, your speculation on this. So the cop who has allegedly shot this man to death has raised over $200,000, or someone in his name has raised that money and will purportedly be giving it to the cop. It's disturbing to me that this is going on, but I can't say I'm surprised. I don't know what amount I would have expected if somebody had come to me and said, Ian, this cop's trying to raise money on Kickstarter, or what was it, GoFundMe?
GoFundMe.
This cop's trying to raise money on GoFundMe. What do you think the total will be? I don't know what I would have said. I don't know what would have been even a ballpark or realistic prediction, but I certainly know there are these cop fillators out there who they love the police. They don't think the police can do anything wrong. Whether this is a racial issue or not is another question. There's certainly the possibility that some of the people supporting that are absolutely racist, and they just want to support anything that's going to keep the black man down. I would say there's some percentage of that is that, but another percentage of it is probably just straight up police worship, that they believe that whatever the police say is true. So they whatever this man's story is, and I haven't heard the cop's story. I've heard little snippets of what he's claimed. He claimed he was attacked by Michael Brown in Ferguson, and there was some sort of a fight in the police car or whatever. Claims to have been beaten up. So there are people who will believe every single word that comes from the police's mouths, and those people would be likely to support this officer. They probably think this officer's a victim. This poor officer, he's been persecuted in the media by all these people for what he did, and he was just trying to shoot a man who was threatening his life, even though he shot him allegedly in the back and all that.
From like 35 feet away.
Didn't the autopsy report reveal that he was shot in the face? Directly?
Yes,
from the front.
And that actually goes along with eyewitness testimony that after the first couple of shots were fired, that he turned around. So he was walking away, hands up. The first couple of shots, based on the reports that I've read, appeared to have struck him in the arm. And so then he turned around and said, "Stop shooting, I'm not armed." Hands up in the air. And based on at least one account, he then got on his knees to further signify, I'm surrendering to you. And it was after he got on his knees that he apparently lowered his head and then got shot in the top of the head.
Oh, my God.
So this officer was just shooting because he was angry at this point that he had run off and he was not obeying his orders originally.
Certainly possible. So would you guys like to speculate on some of the reasons why someone would support this fundraiser?
Honestly, I don't think it occurs to a lot of people that government officials or police officers or anybody that holds authority can be wrong in any situation.
I think that's true.
And I think that there's a lot of people out there that believe this policeman was just doing his job protecting the public. And, if this guy wanted to keep his life, he should have just done what the police officer told him to. And now he's being punished for doing what he was told to do, and that's not right to some people. Like, he was just following orders. He should still be making a living because he's got a family, and he was trying to do a good deed.
I think that's spot on. There's a certain segment of the population who, as I said, they'll believe anything they're told by not just the police, but the government in general. They're the same kind of people who will write off the jail. Like, for instance, here in Keene, New Hampshire, where we're doing the show, the jail is in a very visible location. It's out on one of the main roads into town. It kind of is on this, not really a cliff, but a steep hill, and it sort of overlooks things, and it's really ominous, and it's obviously there. And some people are upset about that because they don't want to think about the people that are in that jail. They don't want to think about them as human beings, because as soon as you get arrested, as soon as you get a criminal charge, you're a criminal to these type of people, and that means you're less than human. And so anything that happens to you is a non-issue, but anything that happens to the police officers is very much concern to these individuals, because they believe the police are the line of protection between them and the scumbags out there. So Daryl, we'll come back with your speculation on who would support such a fundraiser. And Hung Like Jesus, if you want to hang on for the conversation, we'd love to have you. So stand by. He is, by the way, on Skype, and that's his Skype name. I don't know what his actual name is. It's just the name that came up here. We're talking about the officer who has been accused of shooting Michael Brown in Ferguson. His name is Darren Wilson, and there's been a fundraiser that has been started, actually two of them. The first fundraiser has raised over $230,000 by over 5,900 people for this officer, and then they started another one. You and I, Daryl, were kind of looking into this during the break. The first fundraiser is over. They now have a new fundraiser. The first fundraiser, while they were apparently doing the fundraiser, they determined that they wanted to give the money to a charity, but they couldn't change it over during the existing fundraiser, so they had to end the first one and start a new one. So the first money is going to go directly to the officer, the over $200,000. The next fundraiser that has already begun and now has over $20,000 or $30,000 into it.
$27,000.
That one will go to some charity for cops.
Shield of Hope.
Shield of Hope. And so I guess the difference being that the charity one people can do as a tax deductible thing.
Yes.
So the question that our guy on the line here, Hung Like Jesus, has asked, and we're going to get back to his question here in a moment, is who would donate to something like this? So, Daryl, we were going to get to your speculation for Hung Like Jesus, who is still on the line with us here on Skype, as far as who would give money to a fundraiser for this cop who is an alleged killer?
Well, and I don't really have to speculate because thanks to the power of the Google machines, I was able to find some of the comments that were left on the original fundraiser, and I will share some of those with you.
Please.
Ooh, great.
One of the people who donated $50 under the name American Crusader says, "Waste of good ammo. It's my privilege to buy you a replacement box."
Oh, jeez.
There's someone who posted by the name Mike was going to jail for robbery who donated $100 that says, and I quote, "Black people can be their own worst enemy. I'm not white. Take the energy and protest to Chicago where blacks kill blacks daily by the numbers. Don't test or go against a cop. He was shot 6 times because he was a giant. Wouldn't stop or die. Evil people don't die quick." There are other comments saying that he wasted his bullets. It was a waste of bullets. Here's money to buy a new one, and other things that basically imply that police can do no wrong.
Yep.
And as I was thinking, the people that would donate are the ones that think that cops can do no wrong. If you just do everything a cop says,
you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. If the cop tells you to fillet him on the side of the road, you do it, and then take it up with the judge later.
Yeah. So there you go. Those are our ideas. I think basically sums up to people who love the police, believe they can do nothing wrong. Probably some racists thrown in there as well. So there you go. What are your thoughts, Hung?
Well, and that's what I was going to bring up. Some of the commentary behind the whole situation has been, and he read some of the more tame ones, and I've read some stuff that was just absolutely ridiculous that people were saying, and that's in my whole thing is that the commentary behind it has been so hateful, and it's not just people that love cops; it's people that hate black people that do it. They hate the fact that we could even complain about being a victim of anything, and then if you do complain about being a victim, well, just suck it up because you deserve it for some reason or another. And
it's sickening.
All this is going to do is when this cop is not charged. You think what they did in Ferguson was protesting. When this cop is not charged, I think it's going to be a nationwide thing. People just get tired of being kicked all the time, and it's going to come to a head. And I think it may come to a head when this guy skates again, when another cop skates again for the how many ever times it's happened.
You may be right about that, Hung, and I thank you for the call tonight. I appreciate hearing from you.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.